Well, a couple of guys in South Fargo are catching the attention of drivers on South University Drive, spreading the message that you matter. Michael Casey told us that he just wants to spread some goodwill and happiness to as many people as possible, especially those who might have troubled pasts. Casey says that he and others will be out Tuesdays and Thursdays and occasionally on weekends.
Hi again and good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. It's now 10 minutes before 7 o'clock, and we're starting our nonstop news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. We start with breaking news out of Moorhead. Some tense moments in a South Moorhead neighborhood resulted in the arrest of a 16-year-old boy for allegedly threatening some people with a gun. Yeah,
police say that a group of 6 men reported that they were threatened. It happened around 6 last night near 12th Avenue and 18th Street South. Now, officers did find the teen, but when they showed up, he took off running. A Moorhead canine unit was called in. They eventually found the boy hiding in a backyard nearby. Police say they also recovered a handgun. That teen has been charged with second-degree assault, possession of stolen property, and fleeing police. Moorhead police are also investigating an apparent assault on the MSU Moorhead campus early today. It happened right around 3 a.m. near Dahl Hall.
One man had minor injuries. Another was cited for misdemeanor assault and disruptive intoxication. Both are MSU Moorhead students.
6:51, time to get a look at weather and traffic on the ones, and we start with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Good morning. We've had some scattered rain showers rolling through the valley this morning. In fact, some thunderstorms earlier on, but things are really quieting down just in time to head to work, to head to school. We should be looking pretty good. There are a couple of places where we're still dealing with some scattered rain showers and sprinkles. That would be mainly in northwestern parts of Minnesota. The rest of us quieting down across much of the region. Perhaps a couple of sprinkles up toward the Grafton area. Over toward the main area of rain, we've got some rain showers just now exiting Bemidji, so things looking good for you. As you step out the door in the next several minutes, you may have a couple of sprinkles, but then things quiet down there along Highway 2. This is moving to the north and east, so this is going to continue to roll its way out of the Beltrami County area, and then the rest of us nice and quiet for the morning hours here. Very warm as you step out the door. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s in parts of the south and east. Along with that, it's muggy too. Dew point temperatures around 60 degrees, so a muggy start once again. And over toward the west, cooler there. We have temperatures there that are in the 50s, 55 degrees over toward the Devil's Lake area because of a cool front moving through. It'll take a while to bring in that cooler air to the southern valley, and that means temperatures today maxing in the 70s and low 80s once again. So feeling very much like summer. The difference from yesterday, we won't be dealing with that wind. Late tonight, another round of showers and storms roll in basically around that midnight hour and beyond, kind of like today, and that'll continue into the early part of the day on Thursday with some cooler air moving in, high 72. Time now for traffic on the ones. Here's the Valley Today's Al Ahmet.
I'm northbound on Interstate 29, and it's actually quite congested around the tri-level this morning. Northbound lane, very congested. In fact, you have to be extra careful. Folks are trying to merge, and they're not having a lot of success. 12th Avenue North traffic, as I'm approaching that right now, is awfully thick as well on Interstate 29. Southbound Interstate 29, not quite as busy as northbound. Northbound is really busy. So is that on Interstate 94. Interstate 94 westbound traffic is actually quite heavy. Drive extra carefully today, folks. Make sure you allow folks room to merge and get in and out of traffic and in and on and off the ramps as they need to. Al Ahmed Valley Today traffic.
6:54, we're following more breaking news for you this morning near Fergus Falls. The Minnesota Department of Transportation says it has closed part of I-94 because of a crash. It's the eastbound lanes near Dalton. They're shut down, and it's expected they will be backed up for some time. In fact, the Minnesota DOT says in a news release that if you can find an alternate route, you probably should.
The Minnesota State Patrol says the crash happened about 5:30 this morning and involved 2 vehicles and injuries. Stay with Valley News Live for more details on this breaking story. The babysitter accused of leaving her 6-year-old cousin to freeze to death in Bemidji on a 27 below zero night last winter will spend the next 10 years on probation. KFGO News reports Rachel Downer was convicted of second-degree manslaughter in the death of Mercedes Mayfield.
Now, court documents show that an apparent misunderstanding caused Downer to leave Mayfield outside the apartment, assuming she could find her way back inside. Instead, the girl was found outside dead of hypothermia the next day. NDSU police say they have identified a person of interest after a dorm room intrusion that prompted a campus-wide alert Labor Day morning.
A woman woke up to find a stranger in her room at Severinsen Hall. He took off, but she gave police a good description of the man. KFGO News is reporting no arrest has been made, but the case has been sent to the Cass County State's Attorney for possible charges. Campus police say the man involved cooperated during their investigation. No other details were released. Police are investigating the beating of a Minnesota Vikings fan after Monday night's game against the 49ers in San Francisco. Facebook appears to have taken down video of the event, but we do have this screen grab of the incident.
Media outlets are reporting that a group of 49ers fans were seen kicking and punching a man in a Vikings jersey while he laid on the ground. Eventually, a security guard and some other fans broke up the fight and helped the Vikings fan to his feet. The father of murdered NDSU freshman Tom Bierson says he has faith the killers will be caught. Bierson died nearly 1 year ago. He went missing on a Friday night after attending an off-campus party. His body was found 3 days later at an RV lot in Moorhead. Now, we recently sat down with Tom's parents, Greg and Debbie Bierson. They tell us that they've had plenty of support from Moorhead police who are investigating Tom's death. They also say that they know their son was not an informant. Moorhead police tell us that although they still don't have a motive or a suspect, their investigation is very active.
The Minnesota Department of Health stopped in Moorhead Monday to explain how getting medical cannabis works and to find out if it should expand usage to those who suffer from constant pain. Some families say medical marijuana is their last hope for loved ones. One Barnesville mother travels to the Twin Cities to get help for her daughter's seizures since the Moorhead dispensary opening has been delayed. By law, the Moorhead dispensary has to open by July 1st of next year. The Medical Cannabis Board has until the end of the year to decide if constant pain should be added to the treatment list. Embattled North Dakota Lieutenant Governor Drew Wrigley kicked off Big Iron in Fargo yesterday, but dodged media questions about his affair. Wrigley welcomed the international crowds and talked to them about the importance of agriculture trade with North Dakota. After his prepared remarks, Wrigley quickly stepped away from media who were waiting to ask about his recent admission about his affair, as well as his possible bid for governor. His staff says Wrigley did not have time to answer questions on camera.
It's an unusual search and rescue mission that's going on in the Hatton, North Dakota area. Folks there are trying to catch a stray kangaroo. Now, it's not this kangaroo, but this kangaroo is involved. We'll explain that. Scott Schmidt lives near where the kangaroo, the stray one, was last seen, and he is using his pet kangaroo, which is a legal pet kangaroo, the only one registered in the state of North Dakota, to help try and find it. Now, they brought their kangaroo, Leo, down to where the stray was spotted several times in recent days, hoping that the other kangaroo might come over, say hello, and get close enough to be caught. Now, it's believed the stray may have been dropped off by someone from Fargo who had tried to keep it as a pet.
It's a big week. It's all anyone's really talking about, well, maybe besides the kangaroo. It's NDSU and UND game week, and fans and players are gearing up for the big rivalry football matchup that's happening on Saturday at the Fargo Dome.
Of course, the last meeting back in 2003, tickets for this year's game sold out in no time and are the most expensive on the schedule this year for Bison football. Now, NDSU students we talked with yesterday say this will likely be the game of the year. Now, if you can't be at the Dome on Saturday, Valley News Live will have you covered. We've got our Farmers Union Insurance Bison football pregame show starting at 1:30. Chris Berg, Alex Egan, and DJ Coulter will break down the historic rivalry.
And then kickoff is at 2:30 for the Bison and UND. That's when Brian Shawn, Lee Timmerman, and Beth Houle take over. All of our coverage airs on KVLY. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Here's our question. 78% of kids under 18 have never used one of these.
The answer, I thought it had to be telephone or something, but lawnmower.
I had to mow when I was a kid, so this is a surprising answer to me.
I didn't mind mowing too much when I was a kid.
Better than emptying the dishwasher for a chore.
Vacuuming. Vacuuming and dusting were the two things I hated when I was a kid.
It's not going to be a bad day outside.
Hey, you can get out and mow the lawn today.
There you go, kids.
Yeah,
learn a new skill.
Exactly. We had the rain go through. It's exiting now. We may have a few more, maybe 30 minutes left of some rain showers in the Bemidji area, but otherwise quieting down and a warm day ahead.
Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. More local news and weather for you right here in just 25 minutes.
Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning.